Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. Thank you for clicking on the video. My name is Marcia and I'm losing weight following the Slimming Well plan. So I've been on the plan since, when did I sign up? The 27th of May. So it's a couple of months now. So I hope you're all well. I hope you've all been having a good week. Sorry that I missed my update last week. It's just been absolutely chaos here. So I'm going to do a double update today, and then I'm going to be back on track filming every week, and I'll be on time because life has suddenly got calm again. So those of you that have maybe been following me for a little while will know that my son has been living with us since pretty much the beginning of the year, since he separated from his wife. So that means he's been here living full time, and then like my grandson's been here 50% of the time. He's 3. So as you can imagine, our life has been very different. Our day-to-day has been so different compared to normal. But my son's now in his new house, and my husband and I have the house back to ourselves. Just been for a couple of days, but yeah, just sort of readjusting back into like the tranquility of it all. And I'm ready now just to like get bang full on, like 100%. It's gonna be so much easier with just myself and my husband to think about for meal times and everything else like that. And from a filming point of view, because when you've got a house full of people, it's really difficult just to come and film. And yeah, it's going to be so much easier from now. I'm going to... Oh, there's a butterfly. Sorry, I've totally distracted. There's a little butterfly sat on the outside of the window. I thought it was inside and trapped. I was making sure it was okay. It's on the outside. So yeah, I'm going to restart filming my what I eat in a day. It's a really good way of keeping me focused. Lots of you seem to really enjoy that content as well. I am sometimes a bit of a creature of habit, but it really helps me like push out of my comfort zone, maybe try some new things as well, just to keep things interesting. Plus we've got a few more holidays and things coming up. So I'll be able to continue filming those whilst I'm away. I think that's going to help me stay on track. So yeah, my last update was a couple of weeks ago, and I think I was just about to go to Scotland, and I don't know if I filmed as I got back, but I didn't give you my update before. I can't really remember now. I've been so inconsistent, so I'm really sorry. So if you've stuck with me, thank you. So let's just kind of, I think we're going to get straight in. Let's discuss the 2 weigh-ins that I haven't told you about so far. So, and then we'll just, oh, Laurie has just beeped. There's like a big, sort of like, there's a main road, like an A road, a bit further up there in the distance. I've got a little country lane next to me, and then there's another road up there. I've just heard a big horn sounding. I'm so distracted. Oh my goodness. Do you know, before I got onto my weights, I am shattered. I put some makeup on so I actually look a bit more alive. Yesterday, we slept until after 9 o'clock in the morning, which is so unlike us. I'd been out to the races with my friend on Friday, so I'd had a really late night, lots to drink. Up early Saturday, and then just been like busy. And then we had a late night watching Ted Lasso, completely obsessed with now on season 3. I love it. If you haven't seen it yet, give it a watch. I think it's on Disney Plus. Absolutely brilliant. And so yeah, and I think it was just with the house being quiet, just being the 2 of us here, no 3-year-old jumping on our bed at 6 in the morning, and literally we slept until gone 9, which is like unheard of. We're both very early risers. So yeah, we must have needed it. However, I think as a result of that, last night could not get to sleep. Plus, I'd run out of Pepsi Max in the last few days leading up to that, and I'd got some Pepsi Max yesterday. So whether it's a combination of having a long lie-in and then starting to drink Pepsi Max again, obviously with all that caffeine, last night, could not sleep. Midnight, nah. So I went to bed, gone midnight, laid in bed for over an hour, wide awake, and in the end I stayed at 3 o'clock. I got up. I'm just going to come down, have a cup of tea, like a cup of decaf, just try and break that cycle of trying to sleep. Came down, had a brew, ended up going up to bed at 4 o'clock this morning. Just ridiculous. It's just, I'm so tired. And then I woke up this morning about 7:30. So I've just got up. So I've had about 3.5 hours sleep, 3.5 hours sleep, which is terrible. I'm not going to have a nap. I'm going to just stay awake, power through, go to bed at a normal time tonight and hopefully reset the batteries. What am I talking about? I don't know. I think this is why I'm a bit rambly. Yes, I'm knackered. Anyway, okay, let's have a look. So as you know, I've been to Scotland. Me and my husband had taken my parents up to Scotland for a week. We had gone self-catering. Lots and lots of eating out, wine every day. It was my choice. I started the week off really good with my food choices, and then it just kind of like went downhill as the week progressed. I missed my weigh-in whilst I was away. Did I talk about this last time? I can't remember. But I had planned on doing an update and doing a weigh-in whilst I was away on holiday. Forgot my blooming card. So, and it was all going to be a bit sort of troublesome about trying to get it reset and everything at another group. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it, have a week off. And I think that was probably my downfall, because then I just took my foot off the pedal a bit and was a bit naughty. And not so much naughty, but I was over my sins. Yeah. So came back. So it was then, from me getting back, I landed back here on the Saturday. My away day is a Saturday, but obviously we didn't get here until the middle of the afternoon. No groups after that. You don't have a group on a Sunday. So it was a full week again till weigh-in, so which meant it had been 2 weeks since my last weigh-in. So before I went on holiday, my last weigh-in was on the 8th of July. And at that point, I'd lost 3.5 pounds that weigh-in, which was great. That took me down to 12 stone 11.5, which meant I'd lost 9 pounds in total. So I was really happy, and I'd had a great week. If you remember, I'd filmed what I eat in a week all week. I'd had such a good week. Bang, great loss. Went on holiday, probably undid a lot of that work. Came back, got weighed in at group on the 22nd of July. So yeah, 2 weeks had passed. And as expected, I'd put on 3.5 pounds. So exactly what I'd lost that week, I'd put back on again. So I was back up at 13 stone 1 with a total loss of 5.5 pounds. So I was a bit sad, but it wasn't unexpected, because you can't go away, drink wine all the time, go and eat out in restaurants and bars and expect to get a weight loss. It just doesn't work like that, does it? So I thought, right, I need to get back on this. And I think at that point, I knew when I went to get weighed in, I knew I'd gained. And I think the old me would have probably thought, oh, I'm just going to leave it. It's not for me. And I'd have probably stopped my Slimming Well journey then. But I think if you can power through, face the music, I stayed to group, and you just own it, own that loss. And then, yeah, I think that'd just be my advice. If you are worried that you've gained weight, don't dodge the scales. It's only going to get worse. And I think if you can go to group, stay to group, take accountability for it. It's, you know, nobody has died. It's food, it's your weight, it's a number, it's okay. And just hit that reset. And so that's what I did. I went to group, took the hit. It was my own fault, hands up, you know, and then at least that point, you've got a starting line to go from. Whereas I think if you don't go to group, don't face the music, and then you just wait and wait and think, I need to wait till I've lost some weight, you're not going to see like how hard you've worked trying to pull it back, you know. And I think mentally to then, okay, you've got a plus, but then the following week you could get, you know, some really good losses. I think you just need to have that commitment to yourself, to your group, you know, and just go face the music. And it wasn't so bad, because my consultant was back from her holiday. She'd had 2 weeks in Turkey. And what I really love about my consultant, she still actively goes to her own group every week. And at the start of our like chats and everything, before we get on with like the business of the Slimming Well groups, she always lets us know how she's done at weigh-in. She will tell us if she's had a loss or a gain, and how much she's gained or how much she's lost. So I think that's really good. She keeps it real. She's like a gold consultant. She's been doing it for absolutely years and years and years. She's so supportive. She's brilliant. She messages you midweek, you know, and she's more like a friend, honestly. She's been my consultant for years, and I've tried going to other consultants thinking I need a clean break in the past. Always come back to her because she's fab at her job. She's really good. So what I liked, my point of this being, here's me worried about a 3.5 pound gain. She came back and she went, well, I have set the benchmark for any holiday gain. She'd had 2 weeks in Turkey, and she'd put on 11 pounds. And do you know what? How refreshing that she'll say, yeah, do you know what? I went on holiday, I had my cocktails, had my food, had a great time. I mean, she nearly died off when she knew how much she'd gained, but she shared that. There is no shame in a gain. You know, just own it. So yeah, I think I've harbored on about that a bit too much. But you know what I mean? Don't be embarrassed. Don't think you're not the first person to have a gain, and you're certainly not going to ever be the last person to have a gain. And chances are you're going to have another gain on your journey somewhere. And it's just part of life. And you need to be able to enjoy yourself as well, because blooming heck, life is short. So don't feel you need to deprive yourself if it's a special occasion, if you're on holiday. You know, you work hard for your holidays. So if you want to go and have a glass of wine or whatever it is that you fancy, you know, that's fine, but just be aware that your actions have consequences, but you can rectify it later. So yeah, I went on the 22nd, as I mentioned, and I gained 3.5 pounds. So came out of group, I felt really determined. I thought, right, that's it, you know, I'll just pull it back on plan from today, get on it. So yeah, we were moving my son over to his house. So on the Sunday, the following day, we went over to help him out. He just moved in. He didn't have anything in, bless him. So me and my husband, we were there for ages, much longer than what we expected. And it's over an hour drive to his new house. So on the way back, my husband was like, oh, I really fancy a cake. We were starving. It was like gone tea time. Really, really hungry. And so he went to go to KFC. And I was like, oh. So anyway, we were stood in the queue at KFC. And I says, do you know what? There's a Harvester across the road. Let's just go to the Harvester. And I was so proud. Walked out of KFC, crossed the road, went to Harvester. Now, so I made full use of the salad bar. My dinner, what did I choose for my main? But there was a 2-course special, actually. Just trying to think what I had for my main. It wasn't terrible. I actually can't remember now. Gosh, it's only just over a week ago. But I did have a chocolate brownie for dessert. But you know, it's fine. And then on Wednesday this week, I booked an Italian restaurant because it was going to be, my son was like moving out properly on Friday, just a couple of days ago. So I really wanted us to be able to have like a little nice night, little meal all together, me, my son, my husband and my grandson. So we went to a local Italian restaurant. We just got an early bird special. So I did have a starter. So the starter I had was just some like little salmon and fish, like fish cakes. There was a bit of sweet chili sauce on it. Not the worst thing in the world that I could have had. And then for my main, I chose it was Apollo pepperoni, which doesn't have pepperoni in it. I think it's just like the name of it. And it was basically like a chicken breast that was cooked like in a tomato based sauce with peppers and things, and it came with some mash. So I thought that's okay. So it was only like a small little thing of mash like that, and I ate the chicken breast, left all the sauce, and I thought, well, that's not too bad really for my choices there, and being pretty good in between with my meals through the week. And then on Friday, me and my friend went for daytime drinks in York. After I had a couple of cocktails, decided like the races were on, and it was one of the music events, and the Human League were playing the after race concert. So like, let's go in total FOMO. So we got an Uber, headed off to the race course. We had 3 bottles of Prosecco between us, a big bowl of nachos each, which were delicious. But I did actually eat before I went, I have to say, because I knew I was going to be drinking. So I ate some leftover shepherd's pie. How good was I before I went? Because I didn't want to eat when I was out. We'd only thought we were going for afternoon drinks. Anyway, so yeah, we ended up at the race course. Lots and lots of alcohol. And yeah, a big bowl of nachos. My God, Human League were amazing. If it wasn't for the fear of me getting like not being able to monetize this one, I'd put a clip in. They were so good. If any of you follow me on Facebook, do go check myself my profile out there on Facebook. I've got some videos of them. They were amazing. And Human League were my very first single that I ever bought. I think it was like 1981 or something like that. And it was Keep Feeling Fascination. And they sang that. So I had a bit of a moment. It was just really special. And it was an evening race meet. So it was like a late night concert. Absolutely fantastic. Hubby, bless him, came and picked us up, brought us home. got up for group the next day and went and got weighed. Very, very good. So yes, this is all leading up to, this is like my week leading up to after getting my gain. So it wasn't ideal because I did eat out 3 times last week, trying to pull it back. Anyway, I went to group on Saturday morning, so that's Saturday the 29th of July, and I lost 4 pounds. How amazing. Which means I lost 12, so I'm now weighing like 12 stone 11, total loss of 9.5 pounds. So that means the 3.5 pounds I'd gained the week before, I'd lost that plus an extra half a pound. So here is my book so far with all my weighs. I've just popped that in between. I meant to sort of fill a line in there saying holiday, but I've just sort of popped it in between so I know like I missed a week there, but I was away in Scotland. And then, yeah, so there are my losses. So I'm now at my lowest weight in so long. So I'm really happy. I'm on my way. Now just checking here. So my next thing I can aim for is, oh gosh, if I can get to 12 stone 6.5, that'll get me my 1 stone award. So that's what, 6.5, so 4.5 pounds until I can get my stone. And then after that, it'd be my club 10. So yeah, that's really, really exciting. I've got a few things there I can be working on. Now, I'm going to do another video. Let me know if this is something that you're going to be interested in, because I rejoined the gym last week. Well, actually, I rejoined the gym a couple of months ago. I only first went through the week. All that sort of gym anxiety and things like that you can get, I just experienced. So I'm thinking about just having a little sit down video just about sort of joining the gym when you're a bit older, or you feel a bit overweight or unfit, or you're just really anxious about going, and then maybe sort of just having a chat all around that. And I think I want to start documenting like my fitness journey in with this, or like my what I eat in a day sort of videos. Just sort of gonna start like, yeah, just sort of journaling all of that and how I'm feeling and how it's going. So I think I'm going to do some starting photos. I did do some a while back actually, so I might be able to have them. I'm going to do some measurements now before I get too much into it, before I lose too much more weight. So if that's something that you would like me to chat about, if that's something that you've been feeling or you're worried about as well, let me know in the comments down below. And I think it's sort of like, you know, I put a post on my Facebook about it, and I cannot believe the amount of like friends, like, and the people that I'm friends with on Facebook sort of responded to that. So many women are feeling exactly the same, so like, you're not alone. So yeah, I think I might just have a little chat about that in another video. I think that'd be quite interesting. So that is it, onwards and upwards. So today it is Monday the 31st of July. I am going to be aiming to film all my updates from now on, my weigh-in updates, either on the Saturday or the Sunday. So on the weekend that I weigh in, I'll be much more timely. Life is much simpler now. As I say, my son's away now, and yeah, life is going to just get a little bit easier. I'm going to start filming what I eat in a days again. I know loads of you love them, and yeah, that is it. So a really positive start for this week, I feel, and back on track. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for being so patient whilst my uploads have been like a little bit sporadic and things. I truly appreciate you stopping on by, giving me your love and support. Honestly, it's greatly, greatly appreciated. And yeah, that is it for now. I'm now going to go and do a Tesco shop, so watch out for that. I'll film that coming up very, very soon, and probably when I get back later today. It'll include all like sim values and things like that, along with a few like healthy bees. There's some really new healthy bees which I've been loving, so I'll share those as well. So take care guys, thank you as always for watching. Bye for now.